free book time. So Justin Lee, here in the UK, Justin Lee has written a book called Inspire, Influence and Sell. He's a fellow LinkedIn chap. I respect him a lot as a seller and an influencer, someone who understands sales well. He's got great experience in that space. I get asked very regularly, hey Richard, can you kind of endorse my book for me please? Because I've been bothered to write a book. And the answer is usually like no. Whereas if the book's solid, then I'm actually quite keen. So I normally say, well, send me the book, let me check it first. I'm not going to endorse the book otherwise. He's done a really awesome job. And I think what stands out is that Justin has brought together lots of different angles of attack. And he's actually been really comprehensive here. Whereas a lot of people try and talk in a sales book about one particular system only or one particular thing. He's actually covered so many bases. So it's really awesome because he's speaking, my kind of language when he talks about the psychology and the behavior and why certain people act in that way. So the book's called Inspire, Influence, Sell. Amazing stuff, and master psychology skills and systems of the world's best sales teams. He sent me one with a lovely little note inside. So thank you for that, Justin. I really appreciate it. So we're going to give one of these away, and I'm going to pick a question. So you have to ask a question if you'd like to win a gift today. So winner of that will be randomly pick a question here. This one, this is from Michael Arthur, who I think might have been watching on LinkedIn. What is a practical approach using LinkedIn direct messaging to begin a conversation with someone in your industry who you do not know to introduce them to your product or service? Firstly, congratulations, you win the book. We will ship it to you. Excellent stuff. Happy Christmas, Michael. The first, I'm going to answer this in two ways. Firstly, my opinion, as you can tell from what I previously said in the last point, is that actually if you use DMs first, I feel you're making a mistake in the sales process. DMs are a necessary step if you're social selling, so using social platforms. However, Michael, I would suggest you use DMs as a second part of your process. So for me, the process is content, DM, content and comments maybe, DMs, call and close. The mistake, I believe, because it is harder considerably, and I'll explain why in a sec, is DMs try and pivot to call and close. DMs first mean you don't have to do content, you don't have to be good enough to generate any kind of attraction and get some gravity going so people want to show up to you. But the problem with DMs first is that everyone, pretty much everyone, conditioned to respond in a certain way, which is, I won't be interested in this, it's trying to sell me.